Yeah, what's up guys? Sean here, aka ImaFlyNmidget. Welcome back to some more Lumber Tycoon 2, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do another little special video today. I'm going to show you guys how much a lot of these little presents and gifts and items are worth in Lumber Tycoon. Yes, guys. So a lot of you were really excited about how I kind of valued all the axes and kind of told you guys, you know, how much you should be paying for each individual axe and all that stuff. And if you guys haven't seen that video, then definitely I'll link it in the description and also show it at the end of this video if you guys actually see. Really good video. It shows how much each of these axes are actually worth, even though a lot of people think they're way more expensive than they actually are. So I made a video on that. Go check that out. But today I'm going to be I got a little lineup here of some gifts. We're going to kind of go through some of the most popular ones in the game and tell you guys how much you should be paying for each one of these kind of things. So, now prices range a lot. So I mentioned this in my other video, guys. One thing I need to go over before I tell you the prices is the way the price is determined is based on supply and demand. So essentially, you know, right as these items come out, you know, a lot of people buy them, a lot of people stock up on them because they know that they're not going to be able to be, you know, like none of these items you can buy anymore. The only one you can get out of all of these, I believe, is the Bold and Brash painting, if that's still in the game. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure it is. So the only thing you can really get is this item right here. The rest of these you can't get unless you get it from a player, and that's why, you know, you need to have good prices when you're looking for these items. But, you know, when they do come out and they're sold for a little bit limited time, a lot of people buy them right away because, you know, that's going to be the only stock before people start duping them. So right after you can't buy them anymore, the supply of them is pretty high, but a lot of people really want to buy stuff. They're like, oh, I missed out, I wasn't here, like I really want one of those items, you know, I can't buy them from the store, you know, like how do I get one? Let me get one from one of you guys. So the price of those items are really high right after you can't buy them anymore, right? Like this eye right here. Let me just tell you for a little example. This eye right here was like 400K. It was like 500K or something ridiculously expensive to buy during the Halloween update. It was incredibly expensive. And a lot of people bought a bunch of them who were really rich. And then right afterwards, it was the biggest hype ever. You know, that's how you get your Fanimal or whatever the heck you guys want to call it. And so people were buying those things for like 600K, 500K, like 700K because, you know, you can't buy those anymore, and they were worth originally like 400K. However, nowadays those things are not even worth, like, if you were to buy one right now for 400K, you're getting ripped off. Because if you can kind of look, I'll show you guys over here. But a lot of these items get duped. So as you can kind of tell in there, these items get duped, guys, so you got to be careful. Like, yeah, the value of them is really high right away, but after some time, there's so many people are duping them. There's so many around, and it's not even really worth anywhere near what it originally was. Wow, this room is getting completely tore up, by the way, by all the glitches going on in my base. But anyway, like if I open these things, not that one, maybe these ones over here. Yeah, if I open these, I mean, these are just full of eyes. Like, I just have so many eyes on my base, guys, because so many dupers and people just drop them off. So, you know, you kind of got to be careful for that. So, just so you know, right as a new item gets added in the game, buy a bunch of them because they're going to be worth, and then, so I want you guys to buy a bunch of them and then sell a bunch of them right after you can't buy them anymore because that's when they're worth the most. And then, you know, their value kind of depletes, and I'm going to kind of go over these items and kind of explain it a little bit. Got my notes pulled up over here. So we're going to kind of start over here with the noob head, guys, and this kind of goes for all noob heads. I'm not going to go, oh, boxed it's worth more, oh, out of its case it's worth less, or in present form it's worth more. No, anything, I believe, this is just for me. With the noob heads, guys, they come out of presents. They come out of the yellowish presents. Those guys right there, you can kind of see one right there. So they come out of these presents right here, and I didn't pull all these over here because I feel like they're all the same. They come out of these. You can also get some other stuff in those presents, but I'm actually not sure. Those ones are so long ago now. Those are old. But yeah, so this new bed comes out of that. So anything in that kind of variation, guys, those are gonna usually run, and this goes for also the red ones as well, the yellow and the red ones. So the red ones come out of the striped right here. These striped presents right here. So yeah, wait, maybe not this one. No, these ones right here. This present right here. So this is where the red one comes out of as well. So anything like that, yellow or red, guys, those are going to be worth about 10 to 20K. Those are what those kind of sell for. And honestly, on my base, I mean, I have a lot of them in present form, but not a lot of them kind of open. So I've got one right there and one way over there, if you can see it. So I've literally got two, including that one, so three, including the one that's unboxed and everything. So I really don't have that many of those. So they're actually worth quite a bit. They're worth 10 to 20K, which is worth more than a lot of the axes that are sold today. Because not a lot of people really want those things, but at the same time, not a lot of people have those. So it's not, you know, and they're actually really cool. You can kind of put them on the back of a truck, and they kind of, it's really cool. They can go on the little tailgate of the truck. I'll show you guys later. But next up, we got the dark pumpkin, and this kind of goes for the other pumpkin as well. These are not worth a ton. I mean, if they were sold for $500 when you could buy them from the store, so they're not really worth that much in general. And a lot of people have tons of these pumpkins because they loaded up a ton on them because they were so cheap. So they are pretty easy to get. So they range anywhere from $500 because that's what they initially cost, all the way up to about $5K. If you're spending anything more than $5K on a pumpkin, then you're really getting ripped off, so I wouldn't spend more than $5K on that bad boy. Next up are all the balls, so red, blue, and the ones in present form. So that's the red ball in present form, and the blue one is literally the exact same thing. It just looks blue. I think there's one right here. Yeah, these guys. So any one of those presents, guys, are really not worth that much either, and they're kind of all the same. So a lot of people think those balls are like really expensive, and they're awesome and epic, but you can't really do anything with them. They're really just there to kind of have, and they all have a unique number on them, which is kind of cool. But yeah, not worth a ton, guys. Those things are going to run you about 8 to 18K, so a pretty big range, and that's, again, any form, whether it's unboxed out of that present or in that present form or in the ball form itself, usually about 8 to 18K, depending on what stage it's in, whether it's a ball, whether it's box ball, or whether it's present. That usually determines the price from 8 to 18K. So, again, not worth as much as people think. Next up is a turkey, which is my favorite one. It's actually a really fun kind of item. It's cool to add for decoration because you can put it on a table and make it look like there's actually food going on in a kind of decoration scheme. I think it's a really cool item. It was only available, I think, on like Thanksgiving or maybe like a week by Thanksgiving. Not worth a ton, but I think they are a pretty cool item. They're going to be anywhere from like 3 to 8K, guys. And I've seen tons of those turkeys, and surprisingly, not a lot of people really want those. They want the presents and stuff more, which is kind of interesting. But I think turkey's great, and yeah, it's only worth that much. So, but okay, anyway, I'm gonna save the coal for last because that one, believe it or not, is worth the most, which is crazy. Next up, we've got the eye, like I was mentioning earlier. These things were sold for about 400K back in the day, guys. Like 400K, like 500K, 600K, 700K, because it was the only way to get down and get the Phantom Wood was to have one of those eyes. And it was crazy. I mean, it was the hype for those things was insane. However, there's so many dupers, and it was so hyped that so many people duped them, and that there's so many out there. As you can tell, you know, they're all over my base, all over in that area over there. They're literally everywhere. So there are actually quite a bit of them, and it's not that big of a deal to go down and because there's more eyes out there now. So a lot of people on servers are going down getting Phantom Wood and all that stuff. So they're really not worth that much. They're worth about 10K. I usually see them like almost a flat price sold for 10K. But they could probably range from like 8 to 15 maybe. I think some people try to get 15K for them, but I wouldn't pay more than 10K. Honestly, I really wouldn't pay that much for it at all, unless you really want that wood, and then I'd pay for it. But it's really not that much. Next up, guys, we're gonna go for this sled, which is one of the most expensive items here because, one, it was about 32K to buy it when it was during the Christmas update to actually buy one of those from the store. It was about 32K. And it actually didn't come in sled form. It came in, let's see if I've got a present over here. It came in those presents right there. Those little presents right there. So that's kind of how much the sleds were. And they were expensive. You know, they were 30K to buy one of those suckers. So now they sell for about 40 to 80K. Now, a lot of people have duped them and stuff like that, of course. You know, it is Lumber Tycoon. But 40 to 80K, guys. Now, that's quite hefty for a present. That's probably the most expensive one. It is a lot because a lot, you know, you can actually use them for one. You know, people can sit in them and actually use them. And it was a really cool video I made with Xenag back in the day where we kind of chained up like a bunch of them and took them on the ice area over there in Lumber Tycoon over there. And it was awesome because the things slide better on the ice or the snow or whatever. And it was great. So those things are actually, you know, they're usable and they're cool. So that's why they're kind of 40 to 80K and they're very expensive. So next up, guys, we got the Bolden Brash, which is I think you can still get it in the game. I don't know why you would take it out. I'm pretty sure you can still get the painting in the game by questing for it. Without questing for it, you know, it's going to be about 20 to 30K. Is usually what I see them sold for. Again, every day the price is going down, so you could probably get one even cheaper than that. But yeah, about 20 to 30K I see those things getting sold for. But as you can tell, you know, people are getting a lot of them. I feel like a lot of people are duping them. They're either duping them or they're just going and questing and getting a lot of them. I don't really know, but they are fun to get. I've done a video with Cindy getting it before. It's a really cool video and really cool kind of path. But yeah, dude, it's like 20 to 30K. So that's kind of your general range. Now back to the coal thing, guys. This is actually not the most expensive thing. I was just kind of messing with you guys. Coal is pretty useless, and the one thing that is kind of cool about it, the one thing that is kind of cool about it, no, I'm just kidding, is that if you actually take it up to the lava and where you actually take damage, if you were to take it up over there, you would get, it would, after a couple minutes or something, it would catch fire, and then it would cool down about 10 minutes later. So it would actually be a fireball almost, and you can kind of carry around a fireball for about 10 minutes. So it's actually pretty cool. A lot of people use them for decoration, for fireplaces, or for other decorations, just kind of mess with people like, oh, I got you a present, JK, I got you coal. Now, a lot of people say these things are worth a lot. The coal's worth a lot, and it's about 20 to 30K, 25, 30K. I don't really believe it. I don't believe that at all. I think I've seen a lot of coal in this game, and no one really uses them for decoration as much as kind of the other things and stuff like that. So I think honestly you can get this thing for as low as like 10K. I'd say coal is easily around like 10K. But I think it's more of just like a joke. Like you can give someone coal and it's pretty fun. So I think it's about 10K. But yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of people think coal is about 20 to 30K, around that range. So not my cup of tea. You know, I wouldn't be paying that much for a piece of coal. Honestly, out of all those items, I'm gonna respawn real quick. Out of all those items, guys, the most versatile thing is 100% the sleds, and the bold and brash paintings are actually pretty cool because they interact with the lever, and they make a noise. So that's pretty cool too. But I mean, for the most part, sleds are really the only thing you're gonna want to be spending that much money on. Even though everything else is really cool, but those are kind of the prices. So don't be overpaying for things, guys. And hopefully people out there don't try to overcharge you. But check this out. With these bad boys, we put these on the back. Bam! Look at how sick that is. That is so cool. I love these things. That's why these noob things are awesome, in my opinion. But yeah, dudes, I mean, that is pretty much the you know, the prices for kind of the most more popular items. I mean, again, I didn't cover every single item that you can't get anymore. For instance, like the sign and stuff like that. But for the most part, those are the ones that kind of get sold these days. And it's mainly just the eyes and the sleds and the bold and brash paintings and stuff like that. And maybe some coal and stuff. So hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully this kind of evens out the prices out there so people aren't getting kind of, you know, gypped off and all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of hoping that, you know, that Lumber Tycoon people don't scam people. And if you guys want to see how to not get scammed and how to efficiently do like kind of a trade between people, I'll also link that down below on how to not get scammed in Lumber Tycoon. It's a pretty good video, pretty good method. I'd highly recommend watching that. But yeah, dudes, I mean, hope you guys learned something. Definitely share this video with your friends. Say, hey, look, these are like what the normal prices should be in Lumber Tycoon. You know, if someone is in Lumber Tycoon and they're like, yo, dude, I'll sell you an eye for 100K, and you're like, dude, have you seen ImaFlyNmidget's video? Let me show you his video. And then, you know, you can be like, oh, it's only worth 10K. So I really want you guys not get scammed out there. So definitely share this video with the friends. Smash that like button if you guys did enjoy it. If you guys did learn something new. Comment down below some more ideas for maybe some stuff you guys want to learn in Lumber Tycoon. I can make a video on that. I'm hoping to get back into doing some videos of the base. We are kind of getting some progression going. So I'm hoping to kind of do some more videos where we do some base progression. But yeah, dudes, that is going to do it for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, make sure you be fly and subscribe.